In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to complete the first sea in Blox Fruits, going from level 0 to 700. Get ready as I'll be showing you how to get the best weapons in the first sea as early as possible, showing every mission, boss drops, best accessories, and most importantly, the best fruit. Let's begin. Now the first thing I want you to do as soon as you spawn in is go to the left of your screen, click on the blue box where it's a gift, and here is where you're going to redeem a list of codes that you can see on the screen now. Please pause the video and enter them. You're going to get yourselves 6 hours of double experience, and when you do that, you're ready. Head over to this quest giver and you're going to have to defeat 6 bandits. Now they're going to be located either side of the quest giver, and you're going to be using your combo. I recommend punching multiple, grouping them together and defeating them all in a cluster. As soon as you defeat all 5, you're going to get yourself the mission experience, and you want to rinse and repeat this to your level 10. When you're level 10, go to the pier, grab yourself a dinghy, and you're going to be following me straight to this direction, which will bring you to the jungle. Alright, so you've just landed at this island. You want to talk to this guy and set your home point here. This guy is going to be on every single island you do, and I recommend you do that because you don't want to get lost. You want to head through here, come to this lake, and talk to the quest giver, and he's going to give you a mission where you have to defeat 6 surrounding monkeys. They're all across this lake, as you can see. 15, you want to talk to the adventurer and accept the gorilla's quest, which is going to be on the other side of the jungle. Now the gorillas spawn on the left side, and there's about 4 of them at a time. Just keep repeating this until you're level 20. As soon as you've accepted the Gorilla King mission, you're going to want to head straight to this guy before you beat the boss. You're going to talk to him, and essentially the Blox Fruit gacha will provide you with a random fruit every 2 hours. It will cost a certain amount depending on your level, but the fruit you're aiming for is light fruit. This fruit is arguably the best fruit in the first sea due to it being elemental and its ability to perform area of effect moves, as well as having the fastest light speed in the entire game. Now the Gorilla King has 950 health and is the easiest boss in the entire game. It takes 3 to 4 minutes to respawn, and it doesn't really have many abilities that are deadly. Now I want you guys to keep grinding this mission until you have 25,000, as I'm about to show you one of the best shortcuts from going to level 0 to 700 in this video. Also stay to the end of the video, as on this island later in the guide I'll be showing you guys how to get the Saber sword, the most broken sword in the first sea, which you can obtain at around level 200. So feel free to skip then if you already are. So as soon as you have your 25,000, you're going to want to head to this island in the distance. Now I'm going to be using my flight as it's incredibly fast, as you can see. But I'm going to be showing you guys how to get the Haki, or the aura, one of the best defense items in the game that as well has damage buffs. So as soon as you're in the Ice Village, you want to come over here. Don't bother attacking these enemies as they're much higher level than you, as you'll be level 30. Head under here and talk to the ability teacher. Now, as well, if you do have spare cash, I recommend getting the air jump and the flash step, but the aura is over here and you want to learn it. As soon as you have it, you just press J and it will activate your buffs. As you can see on the top right of the screen, these are all the buffs that the aura has, and it is incredibly broken. Now let's get straight to the next island. Whether you purchase the aura, otherwise known as the Haki, or not, follow the compass located to the left of your screen to Pirate Village, where you'll be here for level to 30 to 60. Also, before we start the missions, you can as well acquire the Dark Step fighting style, which will most likely be your first, which is located at Pirate Village. Follow me, And by these trees barricaded, you can go in here and talk to the Dark Step teacher. It is going to cost 150,000. Now the missions are very simple for this island. There is going to be a boss as well, but you want to talk to the pirate adventurer. Here you'll start your pirate's mission, and the pirates will be located right behind him. As soon as you're level 40, head back to the quest giver and accept the brute mission. Here you'll be doing this mission until you're level 55, and then you can fight the boss. The brutes will be located in this wilderness area. Also, behind the pirates, you can get yourself a new sword if you're using a sword class. The sword dealer of the west sells either an iron mace or a dual katana. I recommend using the iron mace. Now, as soon as you're level 55, head to the quest giver and accept the Bobby mission. You're going to be doing this mission until you're level 60. Now, Bobby spawns right at this yellow building, up on this balcony, but be careful as swords are the weakest against him. I recommend using a melee or fighting style like the Dark Step that I showed you how to get on this island. But do this mission to your level 60, and now you're going to be wanting to head towards the desert island. Get a boat located at the pier over there on Pirate Village, or use your light fruit. And the desert island is going to be a neighboring island. As you can see, it is next to each other. Before I get into the missions, in this video I'm building purely a sword class. If you're not into that, feel free to skip ahead a minute. However, if you are, this island has one of the game's best items for this class, the Swordsman Hat. To get it, follow my earlier instructions on getting Aura, Flash Step, and Air Jump, as well as having 300 points into the sword skill. Then you'll be able to buy the Swordsman Hat from Hassan for 150,000. Head towards this pyramid over here, walk over the chest, and there'll be a hole over here. Go through the secret passage, take a right, and you want to jump up here, and here you will find him. Now this hat will give you a 10% increase in damage, and it is incredibly broken. Now let's get to the missions. Now this island offers 2 missions, and the first one, you're going to be doing it to your level 75, where you have to defeat these desert bandits, which are right here. Now as soon as you've hit level 75, you want to head back to the quest giver, and you want to defeat 6 desert officers till you're level 90. Now they're going to be located on the other side of this island, as you can see over here. Now as soon as you're level 90, you want to head towards the frozen village that we previously visited. As soon as you're at the snow village, you want to head straight to the quest giver and accept your new quest, which you're going to have to kill 7 snow bandits until you're level 100. Now before we get into the second mission, to prepare you for this boss, if you are using a sword class, head over to this dealer and you can get yourself either the triple katana or the pipe, which is an upgrade from the iron mace which you bought at the pirate village. And for the second mission, you're going to want to do this, which is defeat 8 snowmen, which can be located right above here until you are level 105. After you've defeated the snowman, you want to verse the Yeti, which you're going to be fighting this till you're level 120. Now, keep on server hopping and make sure you use your aura, as this is going to give you an advantage, both melee and defense buffs. I'm going to be using the pipe for this boss. But after this, we're going to be ready for the next island. So as soon as you're level 120, you're going to be directed to Marine Village. Just follow the compass until you're there. I'm going to quickly show you how to get a cape that is very good for the start of the game. You want to head to the far right tower and climb it. Make sure you bought your double jump from the Ice Village for 10,000. Hop to the top of this tower, drop down, and there is going to be a guy called Parlus who's going to sell you this cape for 50,000. This cape is going to give you 5% more damage on any attack, and it's going to give you a bonus 100 energy and 100 health. Now come head over to this quest giver, as you're going to be doing your first quest on the Marine Fortress, which is kill Chief Petty Officers. You need to kill 8 of them until you're level 130. As soon as you've reached level 130, you are ready for the boss, the Vice Admiral, which you're going to be fighting this boss till you level 150. Now keep in mind, this boss can drop a much better cape than the one that you just bought. However, it is a 10% drop rate, but I recommend farming it until you get that boss drop, because the Vice Admiral coat does 10% more damage on melee attacks and gives you 200 energy. Now as soon as you've defeated the boss multiple times and have reached level 150 and hopefully got yourselves the Vice Admiral coat, you are ready for the Skylands, which you're going to be getting yourself a broken weapon and the electric fighting stance. So let's get straight to it. Alrighty, we're at the Sky Islands right now, but before we go up and do the missions, let's quickly get ourselves the electric fighting stance, which can be located right here. You have to talk to the mad scientist, and you can buy it off him for 500,000. Alright, so while I'm at it, I'm going to show you guys how to get the second best weapon in the first sea, which is the Bisento. You want to head up to the 4th skyline at the very top. I'm going to be using my light fruit to get up here, which I told you guys to get. Make sure this is your #1 priority. It's incredibly good for the first sea. But you want to head over here to one of the salespeople. Yes, the Master Sword Dealer. You want to talk to him, and here you can get the Bisento, which is 1,000,000. Now, if you can't afford this, don't worry, as I'll be showing you guys how to get the Saber Sword very soon at level 200, which is going to be free. Alright, so for the Skylands, there's only 2 missions, and they're pretty simple. You want to do the Sky Bandit mission to your level 175, and these guys can be located right below you. Just keep repeating this. When you're level 175, talk to the quest giver and start the Dark Master mission. You're going to want to head over here and complete this mission multiple times until you're level 190. Alright, so you've landed at the prison. Don't talk to this guy, head to the left, and here is going to be your quest giver till you're level 200. And that's
now
when
it is time
how
to head
get
towards
Saber.
the prison, so just
Now, you
follow
can
your
skip ahead
compass
if
and
you
I'll see you
can't
there.
bother doing it, but I really recommend you get it, as it is the best weapon in the first sea. So let's do this first mission, where you're going to have to be defeating 8 prisoners. When you've reached level 200 and almost completed Prison Island, let me quickly show you how to get the Saber Sword, the best weapon in the first sea, to get level 700 quicker. Skip ahead if you already have it or aren't interested. The first thing you want to do is head straight to the Jungle Island. Now this is going to be a little puzzle, but the first steps is you're going to have to press these buttons. They'll glow green when you activate them. Here's the location of button 2 under these leaves. Button 3 will be located on the base of the stone foundation. And for button 4, you're going to have to cross over to where the gorilla boss is. You want to head to the left, and by the tree on top of here, you're going to find yourself the 4th button. And button 5 will be found by the pier. As soon as you've activated all 5 buttons and they're all green, you want to head to the middle of the lake and head to the structure, drop down the trapdoor, and there you want to pick up this torch and head to the desert. Upon arrival at the desert, you want to go to this sunken structure of a red door. Now as soon as you're here, you're just going to have to walk straight through. Walk down the stairs, click the curtains with the torch, and it's going to burn down. Then you're going to see a cup. walk by it, pick it up, and head straight to the Snow Village. Now, as soon as you arrive to the Snow Island, you want to head to the cave where I originally showed you guys how to get your aura. And you want to go under this icicle to fill the cup up with this water. Then you want to head up to where the houses are. And just in this house, you're going to want to talk to the old man, heal him, and head straight to the pirate island. As soon as you're at the island, you want to run all the way back. I recommend spamming Q, take a left, and you want to talk to the rich man, and he'll tell you to hunt this pirate down. Now follow my directions, it's pretty much just a neighboring island. Funny enough, there's not a teleport location there, but you want to head right where I'm going, and there is going to be a level 120 boss that you're going to need to kill, and then head straight back to the rich man and tell him. As soon as you tell him that you've defeated this pirate, he's going to give you a relic, and with this relic, you're going to have to head straight to the jungle, and you're pretty much almost there. Return to the structure where you press the button, and there is going to be a little relic symbol for you to input your key that you got from the rich guy. As soon as you walk up to it, it is going to unveil a layer where the boss is going to be at. This boss is level 200, he is reasonably tanky, but as soon as you defeat him, you'll get yourself the Saber sword, the best sword in the first sea that is free to get. Now let's quickly wrap up Prison Island with this beast of a weapon. So we've finally returned to prison with the Saber sword, and we're about to do some lethal damage. Now we're going to have to continue this prisoner mission till you're level 210, but when you get that, click on here to interact with the dangerous prisoner mission, and you're going to have to do this till you're level 220. Alrighty, so you've just defeated the prisoners. Head over here, and you're going to want to accept yourselves the Warden mission. And you're going to want to keep killing him until you reach level 230. Now this boss can be quite challenging purely because he's dual wielding and has decent range, but just stay back and keep using your Saber moves as they're incredibly broken. When you've reached level 230, make sure you guys do the Chief Warden mission. And he is going to have a chance to drop the Warden's sword, which is an incredibly good sword, but if you did do my Saber guide on this video that I just showed, you're not going to really need it. So keep killing this guy to your level 240, and then we're on to the final boss of this island, Swan. So after you've just found the Chief Warden multiple times and you're now level 230, head over to the head jailer and accept the Swan boss. This is going to be your toughest challenge yet. However, he has a 5% drop chance of dropping his pink cape, and this cape gives you 10% more gun damage plus 200 health, but I think the cape that we're currently wearing is a little better, as I'm running a swords build, but if you are running a guns build, yeah, go get this pink cape. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time we head to the Colosseum. So as soon as you're level 250 and arrive at the Colosseum, you're going to want to accept the first mission, Toga Warrior, where you're going to have to defeat 7 of these warriors till you're level 275. They should spawn to the left of him, and just keep rinse repeating this. After you're level 275, talk to the Colosseum quest giver and accept the Gladiator mission, where you're going to have to defeat 8 of these gladiators until you're level 300, and then you're going to be prepared for the Magma Village. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to head towards the Magma Village. Now, just when you land at Magma Village, I'm going to quickly show you guys how to get the Soul Cane. Probably the 3rd best weapon in the first sea. But you want to head over here to this little volcano area, and there'll be an invisible wall where you walk in, talk to the living skeleton and he will give you the soul cane. It's going to cost an expensive 750,000, but it's definitely worth the price. So the Magma Village has 3 quests, so you're going to be on this island for a fair amount of time before you head to the underwater city. So head to the mayor and accept the first quest, where you're going to have to kill military soldiers until you're level 325. When you're level 325, you want to head to the mayor and accept the military spy mission. You're going to be doing this mission until you're level 350, and then you are prepared for the boss. After you're level 350, it is time to accept the Magma Admiral mission. And he's going to be located right in the center of the volcano. Now, if you have your light fruit, just fly up here, then drop down, and make sure your aura/Haki is activated, otherwise you'll do no damage. Now, this boss has a 10% chance of dropping a refined musket. As you can see, the musket looks like this. Now, this musket pairs very well with the pink coat that I talked about previously, as that coat gives you 10% increase in gun damage. But let's beat this boss. Alrighty, so as soon as you get level 375, after rinse and repeating the magma boss, it is time to head to the underwater city, where you're going to get your final fight stance, water kungfu, as well as a trident weapon. As soon as you arrive to the destination, they're going to want you to head straight to this whirlpool. You drop down and you'll be teleported to this area. Now I'm going to quickly show you guys how to get the final combat style in the first sea. You just want to follow my directions, head to the side over here, either use your light fruit to get over, but right down here is going to be the location where you can get yourself the water kungfu. You just want to talk to the teacher, and there you can buy it for 750,000. Now, the first quest in the underwater city is you're going to have to defeat 8 fisherman warriors, which will be to the left of this guy. And you're going to have to rinse and repeat this till you're level 400. After you've defeated them all, head to them again, and you want to do the Fishman Commando mission, where you're going to have to defeat 7 of them until you reach level 425. When you're level 425, you are now prepared for the Fishman Lord, who you're going to have to fight multiple times until you reach level 450 and are allowed to go to the upper Skylands. Now be wary, this boss is incredibly difficult. It is 2 stages, and its second form is much faster and does more damage. I recommend using a long weapon, such as the Bisento, and hugging the right of his body while swinging. Now as soon as you beat his first stage, he will gain full health, so be very careful, as his second stage is even more deadlier. Upon killing this boss, you have a 10% chance to obtain his trident. So keep rinse and repeating this till you're level 450. So as soon as you've defeated the Fishman Lord multiple times, you'll be given a new location on the compass, bringing you back to the Skylands, a place where I previously told you to skip. Make sure you go all the way to the top, and you'll find yourself in this area, where I recommend using a fruit that has flying abilities. I'm currently using Smoke, but I'll leave a list of them on the top right of the screen, and you're going to essentially want to fly all the way up to this upper Skylands, as you can see right over here. And you'll be giving you a mission where you'll need to defeat 7 God Guards. Keep doing this mission until you reach level 475. Now after you've reached level 475, this is where you head to the main area of the upper Skylands. We're going to want to head up to this altar and follow this arrow. And just like that, you are in the main area of the Upper Skylands, an area where you're going to be here for the next 150 levels. So you're going to want to talk to Mole again, and this time you're going to be killing 9 Shanders, which are going to be located over here. Rinse and repeat this till you reach yourself level 500. Head back to Mole, and you're going to be accepting the Whisper mission, where you're going to need to be level 500. Now head over these logs, and you'll be seeing the boss in the distance. Now this boss is pretty difficult because of its ranged bazooka that does a lot of damage. However, you have a chance to actually pick up this bazooka. It's a 5% chance. Now keep farming Whisper till you get level 525. And if you guys are enjoying this video, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, as a lot of time went into this video. Now when you reach level 525, I want you to run up this log, because at the end of it, you're going to be at the second stage of the Upper Skylands, which is going to be the harder part, where you're going to have to fight the Thunder God at the end of it. So as soon as you're level 525, head to this guy and accept the Royal Squad mission. You're going to keep doing this to your level 550. After you've defeated them, head back to the Sky Quest Giver 2 and complete the Royal Soldier mission. They're going to be located to the left of you, and you're going to want to do this to your level 575, where you're fully prepared for the Thunder God. Now be ready, boys, as this was easily my toughest challenge in the first sea. The Thunder God is not a force to be reckoned with. This bad boy does a ridiculous amount of damage, has 23,000 health, and does 771 damage per hit. Now I used the Dark Blade against him, but I'll be using the Saber, as that is the best weapon I showed in this video, and I recommend you use this, or a long distance fruit such as the Light Fruit. Now be careful, as the Thunder God has 2 types of attacks. He has AoE and just direct hits. But be careful, as this thing is an absolute monster to fight with. As you'll see right now, that was a direct attack, but just keep going at it. You're going to have to be fighting him to your level 625. As you can see, that was his AoE attack, so you want to just immediately back away from there. But yes, grind this boss to your level 625, and there you will be at the final island, Fountain City. If you guys are enjoying this video, smash that subscribe button and like button, please. I spent a lot of time editing this. But yeah, I'll see you guys at Fountain City. So as soon as you arrive at Fountain City, head up the stairs and you want to talk to Freezeberg. He'll be giving out 3 types of missions, and the first one is going to be Galley Pirates. So accept the mission, as you're going to be doing this to your level 650. Head back to Freezeberg and accept the Galley Captain, which you're going to be doing this to your level 675. Now these are quite far away to the right, so use your light flight and get there as fast as possible. Now boys, it is time to face Cyborg, the boss of Fountain City. Now you want to talk to Freezeberg when you're level 675 and follow my direction. You want to go over here and he's going to be rested at this little mansion of his. Now be careful, as this boss is 43,000 health, does 700 damage. However, if you kill him, you can get Cool Shades. And Cool Shades have a 2.5% chance of dropping from him. They have 100 energy bonus, 100 health, 7.5% damage, and 17.5% movement speed, being the best accessory in the first sea. But this boss is somewhat annoying. He has like a rocket stage that you need to dodge. He's got boxing gloves, does AoE attacks, direct attacks. But I would say he's a little bit more easier than the Thunder God, purely because that boss is just extremely difficult for what level you were when you had to verse it. Especially it being the most damaging boss in the entire first sea. So just keep going back and forth, make sure you walk away from his rockets, and this boss should go down in no time. Now after you've defeated him, just server hop and defeat him more times until you're level 700, and we still have some more steps to do. Now the first step is you're going to have to go to prison, which is located just over here, so I'll see you there. So you're going to want to talk to the military detective once you're in the prison. And he is going to give you a key. And with this key, you're going to need to head to the ice village, which is located right in this direction. So when you're in the frozen village, you're going to want to head through where you bought the Haki. Click on the door with your key. I've already done this, so I can't. But there's going to be a boss there that you have to defeat. And when you defeat him, you're going to head back to prison. After killing the boss, talk to the military detective of what you did. And he is going to tell you that there is a captain that will meet you in Middletown who will take you to the second sea. When you arrive in Middletown, you want to go behind the town hall and he will be over here. Just drop down, and this is the experienced captain you need to talk to. Interact with him, and he is going to take you to the second sea. And just like that, guys, you have made it. I hope this video was useful. I tried my best. But give it a like, please. 250 likes, I'll do a second sea guide just like I did with this. And I appreciate all the support. Please subscribe, and we'll be doing way more Blox Fruit videos. And yeah, I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.